You know, our planet is just packed with these incredible wonders, with some of the most extraordinary beauty hiding in plain sight and in the most remote corners. So today, we're going to go on a little journey to explore some of the most jaw-dropping places on Earth. We're going to try and categorize this seemingly infinite beauty into a curated tour. Let's dive in.
I mean, how perfect is that quote? It just completely captures that feeling, doesn't it? That sense of total awe when you see something so beautiful it just doesn't feel real. These are the spots that remind us just how magical our world can be, where reality is honestly better than any fantasy.
And that's the big question, right? With so many breathtaking places out there, the list just feels endless, totally overwhelming. So, how do you even start to make sense of it all? Well, we're going to break it down.
All right, so here's our game plan. We've organized our tour into 5 different themes. We'll kick things off with the incredible marvels that we humans have built. Then we'll dive headfirst into the energy of our greatest cities. After that, we're going to witness the raw, untamed power of nature, explore landscapes that seriously look like they're from another planet, and then we'll wrap it all up in the most perfect places to just escape it all. Okay, first up, let's talk about the incredible, lasting marks that humanity has left on this planet. We're talking about monuments of pure ambition and artistry that have somehow managed to stand the test of time.
Okay, check this out. What's so fascinating here is the sheer contrast. On one side, you've got Petra, an entire city masterfully carved right out of a rock face by the Nabateans, who figured out this brilliant water system in the middle of the desert 2,000 years ago. And then, on the other side, you've got Dubai, a city that just exploded out of that same desert sand in a few decades, completely defying gravity with skyscrapers like the Burj Khalifa. You see? Both are these amazing symbols of human ambition, just separated by a couple of millennia.
And this number, this just says it all. 13,000 miles. Just let that sink in for a second. The Great Wall of China isn't just one wall, you know? It's this huge network of defenses built over centuries across dynasty after dynasty. It's a testament not just to incredible engineering, but to sheer human will, literally written across the landscape of an entire nation. All right, so from those massive individual monuments, let's now zoom into entire cities that are just buzzing with life. Places where history and modern culture smash together to create this sort of living, breathing museum. I mean, think about Venice. It's a city that, by all logic, shouldn't even exist. It's a total masterpiece built on over 100 tiny islands in a lagoon, held up by millions of petrified wooden stakes. It's crazy. So when you get lost in that maze of canals, you're not just stepping into a painting, you're walking through an impossible feat of engineering.
And then you have a place like Kyoto, which has been the cultural soul of Japan for, over 1,000 years? This is a city with over 1,600 Buddhist temples and 400 Shinto shrines. And the amazing thing is, these ancient traditions aren't just preserved in a museum. They are a living, breathing part of daily life. From the geishas you might see in the Gyeon district to the incredible meticulous art of its quiet gardens.
All right, we've seen what humans can do. Now, let's leave the cities behind and turn our attention to the epic creations of nature itself. We're talking about landscapes forged by immense power over unimaginable spans of time. The Grand Canyon is the perfect example here. It's so much more than just a big ditch in the ground. It's like Earth's autobiography. I mean, some of the rock at the very bottom is almost 2 billion years old. Every single colorful layer tells a story of ancient oceans, deserts, and swamps. So, the key takeaway is you're not just looking at a view, you are literally looking back through time. And we go from the stillness of ancient rock to the relentless motion of life. See, the Serengeti isn't some static landscape. It is the stage for the Great Migration. Just try to picture it. 2 million wildebeest, zebra, and gazelle on a never-ending, circular journey, driven purely by instinct, following the rains to find fresh grass. It is the largest overland migration on the entire planet, a spectacle of survival on a scale that is just...
Okay, so we've done epic. Now let's get weird. In the absolute best way possible. Our next category is all about landscapes that are so strange and so beautiful they feel like they belong on another world. Places that just make you go, no way that's real.
Welcome to Cappadocia. This whole landscape was sculpted by volcanoes and erosion, which created these bizarre rock formations called fairy chimneys. But what's truly mind-blowing is that for centuries, people carved their lives right into this soft rock. They made homes, churches, even entire underground cities that could house thousands. And if you ever get the chance, seeing hundreds of hot air balloons rise up against that backdrop at sunrise, it feels like you're floating through a dream.
And speaking of otherworldly, look at this.
For part of the year, the Salar de Uyuni in Bolivia becomes the world's largest mirror. A super thin layer of rainwater covers the massive salt flat and creates this perfect reflection of the sky, completely erasing the horizon. It's like you're walking on clouds. It's a breathtaking optical illusion, all thanks to nature.
Okay, for our final chapter, let's just breathe. We're heading to those postcard perfect paradises. You know the ones, the ultimate escapes that promise nothing but pure peace, quiet, and relaxation.
When you think paradise, you're probably picturing the Maldives, right? It's the very definition of it. This chain of over 1,000 coral islands has some of the clearest turquoise water you'll ever see, amazing marine life, and of course, those famous overwater bungalows. And get this, at night, the shoreline sometimes glows with bioluminescent plankton, creating what's literally a sea of stars. It's just serenity perfected.
And right there with it, Bora Bora. It's this absolute jewel in the Pacific, famous for its incredible lagoon. The water is so shallow and the sand is so white that it creates something like 50 different shades of blue. It's all protected by a coral reef and has this dramatic volcanic peak, Mount Otemanu, right in the middle. It's a landscape that almost feels too perfect to actually be real.
So, there you have it. As we've seen, beauty comes in so many different forms all over our planet. From the incredible monuments of human ingenuity and the pulsing energy of our cities, to the raw power of nature, those surreal landscapes that just ignite our imagination, and of course, the idyllic escapes that soothe our souls.
Each one of these places offers a totally unique way to connect with the world and, honestly, with ourselves. So it really just leaves one question for you. Which corner of this beautiful planet will you explore? What kind of beauty are you going to go looking for?